Land is easier to wholesale than anything else, right? Yes, definitely. It's you can wholesale it, and people want land. People, developers, builders, they want land, or you can do it yourself. Obviously, if you're in a situation you want to do new construction. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about some of the common challenges here. First of all, you have to find out what the zoning is, right? So when you come across a piece of land, before you can put a contract on the land just to kind of like anything else, put the contract, make sure you and the seller are on the same page. But then after that, you want to really research zoning. You want to find out what is going on. And there should be a contingency on the contract, by the way, okay? Because if for something there, you cannot do anything with this land, it's not buildable lot, or it's zoned for something that you have no use for, you can get out of the contract. So that's something should be on the contract. Environmental concern. Again, you want to check with the environmental office and make sure there is not something that for some reason it cannot be built on, okay? There may be chemical waste, or the other things that, is a wildlife preserve or something like that. So you need to make sure this is a buildable lot, and then you also want to clear with the environment, okay? And then financing option. Now, this is a really cool though about land. Like you can use seller financing like we talked about. You can create partnerships. The other thing is, let's say you come across a piece of land and you can buy it for $20,000, okay? And the land is $20,000, and let's say that the land is actually worth 50, 100, right? It's worth a lot more. So what can happen is that because the land is worth more, that you can use this land as a down payment for whatever you're going to build on. So like, for example, when we built these new homes in this development, what happened is we bought that one for $1, the whole area, right? But when we had the property, the land appraised, it was much more than $1. So then we used the land value as a down payment for the construction loan. So if you have a land value is 20% of whatever your construction loan is, you can see now the lender is going to take your land. Even if you paid $1, but the land was worth a lot more, they took that to give me the construction loan on the land. Okay, so the land actually can be used as a down payment for your construction. So if you buy it at the bargain, that's even better. Okay. So, Liz, you want to talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, sure. So, I was trying to find a testimonial of someone that posted where it was specific to land, and I remembered this lovely lady named Erin. She was a student of ours, and I couldn't remember all the names of the people that did land, but I remembered this one particularly because she posted several times over a series of a couple of months about this specific deal. So she closed, it was her very first deal, and she net 60K after all expenses. 60K on her very first land deal. And what I like about this post is she says that's a full year salary. And considering I've never had the opportunity to earn a full year salary, I'm really proud of that. And so I was really, really happy for her. And then she posted a series later where she posted the car she bought because of this and other things just on one deal. And then honestly, I just saw her post recently. She just closed on another deal that she's turning into a short-term rental.